Alright, before we get into this video, first thing I want to say is, this is not, I know by the title it might seem a little dramatic, but this is not like a video about like unaliving, myself or nothing like that. Like, this is just, it's not that. I just want to let that be known because I didn't know what to title it, but I needed something that kind of, encompasses everything that, I'm gonna talk about. It's not that. I think the title of this video is definitely gonna be something like, I'm getting tired of life. I think that's what I'm gonna go with, but not in no dramatic way. So with that being said, let's get into this video. So the reason why it's named that is basically just because I'm just getting fed up with just a lot of what is going on in my life and just life in general, what I'm seeing, just everything, bro. I think to myself, like, I know y'all gotta feel the same way, or at least not everybody, but like a good amount of people. Like, just everything. Like, it's just social media is just like every day, every other day, I'd be thinking about just deleting social media. Well, not all my social medias, but definitely like Instagram, Twitter, the brain rot stuff. See, YouTube ain't that bad. YouTube is like more filtered and more like I don't have to see certain stuff, but like Twitter kind of gets force fed to you, like the BS and stuff like that. Same thing with Instagram, and then Instagram is annoying because people you may follow or may be around you who just not good energy. And I'm big on energies too, bro. And I'd be feeling like, yo, this person following me or these people watching my stuff, like some of these people, I don't know if they have good energy for me. And I feel like that can rub off on you. Like that can affect what you do in your stuff. That's why they always talk about like doing stuff in private and not letting anybody know. I'm big on the metaphysical, like the energy that you can't see and stuff like that. And I feel like that does have a big, I'm big on like the energies and stuff that you can't see and stuff like that. And like I just feel like a lot of people don't have good energy for you, and I feel like that does have an effect on, what you got going on. Like, if you got people who don't want to see you do good, or people who don't want to see you prosper, or watching and looking at your stuff, that could have a serious effect on you or what you're doing. That could be really affecting what you're doing. That's why I don't even like being around people who I can't say have good energy for me or stuff like that. Or I pay attention to, like, oh, when I'm around this person, I notice like bad stuff happens, or I get this certain feeling of like, maybe I shouldn't be around you, or maybe like, just because you say you got good energy for me or you care about me, whatever, that's not always the case. Words is just one part of this world, and it's not even the most important part. I pay attention to the energy and the way you move way more than words. Action's gonna always speak louder, but we know that. There's that part of it, and then there's just everything. Like, when you're throwing everything that we're surrounded by, it's just stuff that's gonna constantly drive you crazy. For me, like, I just be so irked these days, and so like just ready to and it's just really because of everyday stuff that like people got to deal with. And it's like, you might have this thing over here, your job, these relationships, this, that, family, this, that. Like, how do you not go crazy? Sometimes you really like think to yourself, how do people not go crazy? How do I not go crazy? Like, you ask yourself sometimes, like, yo, I don't understand how. Sometimes you even question yourself on, like, how do I keep my composure? How do I not spaz out? I'm not gonna lie, for me lately, I'm there. Like, I'm getting closer and closer to just, where my tolerance level, it's really my tolerance level that's just lowering and lowering, where I have less patience and less time for certain things. And I'm just like, yo, you good? Like, sometimes, like, I'll ask somebody something, and if they can't give me a direct answer, like, straight up, I'm like, no, what? Never mind. Like, never mind. I won't even say never mind. I'll ask them. They'll say, oh, well, I don't know, because I'll have to check. Look, you think you something? Oh, I don't know, because I have to. And I'll just walk off. I swear, like, I don't care. Like, I don't have time. If you can't help me, then why am I sitting here talking to you? Like, and I'm just at that place, and it's not even them. It's not even that they did nothing, but it's just like, you being on this planet for enough time and dealing with so much BS is like, it's gonna push you to that point where I'm not trying to waste time. Just, I don't have the patience anymore. I don't. Even my, like, I really truly wear my emotions and like my irritation and like my aggravation on my face now, like way more. Not here, obviously, because this is my comfort zone. I'm chilling. This is where I feel good. But like out there, outside, out there in the real world, that's where I swear, like I wear it now. Like I walk around with a mean mug now. Like I don't like walk around with the face on mean now. Like I'm just, because I just expect that something dumb is either gonna happen or something is gonna bother me or something. And typically that's not always the case, but it's just like you reach a point where it's just like I'm so annoyed by all of this, like this daily stuff. It's just getting tired of inadequacy. Like I feel like everything around me is so inadequate, and I wish I could just change it all myself. Like and to a degree I can, I do believe that truly believe that, you are the catalyst to the change that's gonna happen in your reality. Like you're the, controller. You're player one. Like you're the main character, and you gotta do, but you can only do so much with what you're given. Like opportunities are still a thing. Like there's still other people, you could be you can be the hardest worker in the world, and it doesn't matter if you're not given the opportunities to work. Catch my drift? Like you could be the greatest lover in the world, and it does not matter if nobody wants to love you. I mean, you could still do something with it, but let's not say lover. Let's say the greatest person to be in a relationship with. If don't nobody want to be in a relationship with you, then what does it matter? You're gonna look like the worst. You're gonna look like the worst person to be in a relationship with. It's crazy, bro. You can only do so much with what you're given. But I wanted to go back to what I was saying about just being irritated on the daily. Now, I'm not always walking around ready to like crash out or argue with someone or something like that, but I just expect that something like I'm just a lot more serious. That's what I've been trying to say. Like even the other day, like I chilled with this individual, this girl, the other day, and one of the first things she said to me, well, she didn't say it to me, she said it after we hung out, but this was our first time meeting in person, and she was like, "Oh, you looked so irritated, like when I first pulled up, you looked so irritated." And I was like, "Did I?" Like I didn't even realize that I was cool, I was chilling. "Oh, you looked upset, like you looked like you were mad, I'm like, no, I was chilling, whatever. But that's like how I am now. I'm just way more serious without even realizing it, and I just don't even have to, like, I'm just like whatever too. Like I don't even care anymore. Like how that feeling of like when you're bothered and you don't really want to show people that you're bothered. I don't even really care about that anymore. I'll walk around, I'll sit there like this. Like I'm that, like you say something to me that I don't want to hear, something like, all right. Yeah, I guess so. Like I'm just all like, I just don't care anymore, bro. And it's because life just will put you there, and people and dealing with stuff for so long. It's like, just like you'll see a person who you might see them act crazy or spaz out on somebody or in a situation, and now you're like, oh my God, why did they act like that? Or why are they always so mad? But we don't ever question, like, wait, what happened to make them get to that point? What made them get to that point where they feel like they need to do this and need to act like this? Like the world, bro, it'll really push you to the absolute edge, and you can only tolerate so much before it changes you. Now you walking around looking like the villain. Whole time you never intended for that to be the case, but the world turned you into that, and now you got a point where you don't even care anymore. So like, well, I'll be the villain. I guess so. I guess that's what it is. Maybe one day I'll get to tell my side of the story and why I even act like this and all this stuff that I do with. And then if I was to break down, if you are to break down, and me specifically, if I was to break down my story, people would be like, oh, I completely understand why you are the way you are now. I completely understand now. I don't know how you didn't go crazy or want to completely go off the grid way before. Hey, that actually leads me into another point. Like, I've been thinking to myself, like, once this takes off, along with other things, like once everything is just moving the way it's supposed to and gets to a point, ball's really rolling with it, bro, I'm going, bro. I'm out of here. I'm going. Like, I'm not staying where I'm at right now. I live in Jersey, but I'm not staying here. Like, I have to get out of here for at least like 2 years to focus specifically on this and the other stuff that I do. Like, out of there. Like I have to go. I have to get away from the distractions. I gotta get away from. So ready for it too. I'm so with it. Like it just wasn't necessary. Like I feel like I've been accessible enough and I've been around enough and I've seen like. I feel like I've seen and been subject to everybody else's reality more than my own, if that makes sense. Like I've been a character in other people's stories more than I've been in my own, and I think it's time for me to go. And that's how I'm living right now, where I'm trying to be the main character, and not saying like other, like I don't care about everybody else, or like not on some narcissist stuff, but like I need to really focus on me and what I'm trying to do. I don't care about this and that and all these other distractions. I'm not trying to deal with it. Like I don't care. Like I don't want to hear about it. I'm good. But all this stuff around me, and then I see it and I deal with it, I feel like a lot of it is just inadequate, and it's just stuff that I just don't like, and stuff that it's just people brain dead, like so brain dead. And I'm not even trying to, but it's just are. It's just are. Girls, for me personally, they be cool on a friend level, but once it comes to like anything more, it's like waste of time most of the time. I'm being honest. Like that ends up being a waste of time typically, because they're here today, gone tomorrow type stuff. They get bored and want to go somewhere else. They're literally like a cat on a wall. Like they seem so smart. They seem so bright. The girls I'm talking about, like in my life, I'm not talking about in general. So. But they seem so smart and stuff. But as soon as they see that red dot on the wall, which could be another boy or whatever the case may be, whatever it is, they, like they're just like that. They seem so smart. They seem so just over there chilling, observing everything. As soon as that red dot pop up on that wall, something so minute, something so small, something so that seems so insignificant, they see that and now they're distracted. They're not worrying about anything else but that red thing. And that red laser on the wall, y'all know what I'm talking about when it comes to cats. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. So it's like that's just a waste of time, because they get so distracted and so like worried about this and that. And basically, let's put it like this: if the red dot is essentially another boy or another guy or whatever, they have 100 red dots like on the wall that they're worried about. 10, 20. So how do I compete with? I don't have time. I'm not going to compete with it. I'm not. That's the answer. You got like jobs and stuff, and it's like I'm such a hard worker. I work super hard. I have no problem with working hard. I love working hard in general, but it's like you can only do so much of what you're given. And it's like, this ain't no room for these jobs and stuff. I done worked a few jobs, and it's like, it's no room for growth. It's no room. And it's like, if there is room for growth, it's like the route you got to go through to grow through it is like, is it even worth it? Is this even what I really want to be doing? And it's just like, no, it's not. It is really not. You got just people in general who will try to get on your nerves or try to, bother you or try to do this and do that and get you out of your comfort, not even get you out of comfort zone, but get you out of your element and turn you into something. It's just all draining. It's just all so draining. It's so draining. Point where I'm just like, yo, this is weak. I'm gone. Like I want to leave. Like I want to just bounce and get up out of here so badly and just go and get rid of all the brain fog and all the distractions and all of it, and just go focus on what actually matters and the stuff I like doing, like creating and doing the things that I want to do. And it's like all of this brain fog that's around and stuff I don't care about. Like at some point we got to pick a route. At some point you got to say, am I going to keep being over here and doing this stuff that I don't care about, or am I going to go over here, take that risk and dedicate myself to the things that I want to do? Like choosing our happiness or other people's happiness or everybody else. Am I going to keep being a role player in somebody else's life, or am I going to go handle what I got to handle for myself so I can be happy? I'll say this though, don't let the world drain you. It's going to do it regardless, but try to stay in control as much as you can. Try to keep a level head as much as you can. Understand when to like jump out and where it's time to like get away from a certain situation or a certain thing where you realize, yo, I don't deserve this. And that's what I've been telling myself a lot lately with certain things, is like, I don't deserve this. What am I doing? Like, I don't deserve to be dealing with this person or this situation or anything. Like, I don't do anything to anybody where I feel like I need to be dealing with this situation. I try to make people's lives easier. I try to get help. I try to do things for people that I don't even need to do and stuff like that. And I try to look out for people. I try to make anywhere I go better for the most part, and bring like joy, like, you feel me, bring a certain vibrance and everything. But everybody else is not like that, and it's crazy because that's the people who come over here, or that's the situations that come towards me. I don't know, just a lot of reflecting I gotta do, and a lot of creating I gotta do, and a lot of straightening, like a lot of just figuring this stuff out and getting things together properly, you know, so I can get proper and not lead to me crashing out and losing my mind in front of y'all. Come on here one day, dreadlocks cut, you know, lost my mind, like, whoa, I crashed out, y'all. Nah, I ain't trying to do that. I feel like what I want is not even that difficult. I just want to create freely as much as I want, get around the right people, and be around, like, you know, be around energies and things that you know, admire me or love me or show me the right energy and give me that right energy and that right feeling where I feel like this is where I should be, and this is the people I should be around. This is the girl I should be talking to. This is where I want to be. I'm gonna tolerate the inadequacy anymore. I'm not gonna tolerate the BS anymore. I'm not trying to do that anymore. That, I'm done with it. I did it enough, bro. I'm 28. I'm not trying to keep doing that forever. It comes to a point where we just, it's dead. Like, I'm done. Like, no, it's not okay no more. It's not, I'm not cool with it. I'm not trying to hear nothing about it. I don't want to hear nothing. Nobody telling me that, oh, you need to do this and that's what it needs to be. And, oh, well, you know, no, I said what I said and I'm leaving the room. Simple. Like, I don't need to hear nothing I said what I said, and that's how I feel. I didn't come to that conclusion for no reason. That's how I feel. It's the end of it. What are you trying to tell me anything about anything for? I said that's how I feel, and that's what it needs to be. Now I need to stand on it, and now I need to bring that into fruition and bring my reality that I want into fruition, and that's what we're gonna do. That's it for this one, though. Just something that was on my mind, you know, that I've been dealing with. But I hope to see y'all in the comments. I hope this video touches the right people and all that. So I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Never unalive yourself. I'm gonna say that too. I hope y'all don't think that's what this video was gonna be about, because nah, it ain't that. I'm just ready to take things to another level, and you know, I hope y'all trying to do the same. Y'all deserve happiness. It's a fact. I'm gonna see y'all later.